Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I'd like each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, shout out to the GCVs, the Galactic Family, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get it started. Look, why the narcissist tried to make you hate your life and everything good about being who you are. Sometimes there are people who were made to have an extraordinary life. And everybody was made to have an extraordinary life. But there are some people who come here to make an impact. And people can just tell that about a person. People can look at someone and be like, you know what? This person was put here to make changes. This person was put here to do something great. But the thing is, everybody's put here to do something great. Some people choose to do it. Other people choose not to do it. But there are those people who you just know. There are those people who you could just tell because God put a calling on their life. Some call it an anointing. Some call it having God's hand on your life. Some call it being chosen. Some call it the Holy Spirit. But there are people who know that other people's lives are not more special than others, but have more meaning. Not to beat around the bush. There are just some people's lives who are going to live their life in a way that their life is going to have more meaning because this person cares about other people. This person is empathetic towards others. This person is going to heal people. This person is going to help people. And not to say other people don't help people, but there are some people who help people. They're put here to do what they're here to do. And then there are some people who are made to help people on a grand scale. There are some people who are put here to do God's work. And the people who are put here to do God's work are just a little bit more vibrational than others. You could pick up on these people's energy because the God in them is activated. The God in them is active. All right. There are some people who are put here to change lives. There are some people who are put here to change the world. And the people who are put here to change the world, sometimes the people who are around them, sometimes the people who they have to interact with become jealous because they feel that they're not here to do something that great. But the thing is, the person who they feel is here to do something great is just a messenger. That person is here to wake other people up. That person is here to allow other people to see in themselves what that person sees in his or herself. All right, that person sees that they were put here for a reason. That person sees that they were put here to help others and to do a service to humanity. So when that person has that feeling about themselves, they're going to carry themselves a certain way, a particular way. That person is going to not feel like the average person. All right, when you get around this person, you're going to pick up on their energy. You're going to sense the Holy Spirit on them. You're going to sense something powerful about them. You're going to sense that this person is here to impact the entire planet, or as many people as God sees fit, as many people as the Creator sees fit. So when the Creator puts a calling on your life, there's going to be opposition. Just because you have God in your life and just because the Creator has put a calling on your life, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. there's going to be people and things that the devil will try to use to get in your way, to make it a little bit more difficult to see if you'll give up. Just like how they did Job. The devil tested Job. Job passed the test. You were put here to do something incredible and magnificent, and you're going to have to pass some tests. So unfortunately, the test that you're going to have to pass is there are going to be people who are haters, all right, who are against what you stand for, what you represent, and they could potentially be narcissistic. They could be haters. They could be evildoers. They could be people who just aren't supportive of what you're here to do. And unfortunately, when there are people who are jealous of your calling, when people who are upset at what you're here to do, they end up being narcissistic. A lot of narcissistic people try to stop others from achieving their goals. And this is just in general. All right. There are a lot of narcissistic people who try to stop people from living their dream and following their goals. But we all know that narcissistic people are controlled by the devil. Just like we work for God as chosen ones, narcissistic people are of their father, the devil. They work for evil. All right. They have a lot of evil in them. And what they're going to do is they're going to get in your way, at least try. They're going to make things hard for you. All right. These are the people who don't want to see other people make it in life, especially if you have a calling on your life, especially if you were put here to do something greater. Whether you know it or not, there's a secret war, a secret battle between narcissists and chosen ones. All right. Narcissists are children of the devil, controlled by the devil. They're controlled by evil. They're controlled by their lower self. All right. And chosen ones, we choose to fight our lower self as best we can. We choose to fight the evil within us. Everybody has some amount of evil within them, but some of us realize that we can make a choice. We could choose to be good or we could choose to be evil. Some of us realize that. And when you are around narcissistic people who have made their choice, they're not going to want you to go forward or go forth with the choice that you made to work for God. All right. They're going to see you as a goody two shoes. They're going to see you as a threat. They're going to see you as a problem. They're going to hate you. All right. But it's within them to hate you because you have that God within you, and you have more God within you than is within them. And it's natural for the devil to hate God. It's natural for the devil to have beef with God. So when you're going around trying to do good things and do good deeds and spread some positivity, the opposition, those are the people who are controlled by the devil, who work for the devil. And it just so happens that those people have narcissistic traits. Those people are narcissistic in nature. All right. Those people are going to try to make you hate your life because you have that calling on your life. It's out of jealousy. It's out of spite. It's out of deep seated, deep rooted hatred. All right. Because you're here to do something great and magnificent, and you're going to change people's lives. You're going to make an impact on the world. And devilish, evil people don't want to see that. They want to see the world stay the way it is. They're not going to want you to step into that calling. They're going to feel a certain type of way because it's not them. All right. They feel that they should have been chosen. They feel that they should have a calling on their life. They feel that they should be the one that could make an impact. And the thing is, these are people who change lives, possibly. These are people who make impacts, possibly. But the thing is, they're not going to do it on such a grand scale as you. That's not their calling. They don't have the energy to do what you have to do. Everybody has a specific energy to do what they were put here to do because everybody has a specific calling on their life. Everybody was put here to do something special, something unique. All right. But some people, they get caught up on other people, and those are narcissistic people. They get caught up on what you're here to do. They get caught up on the type of person that you are. They get caught up on who you are. They get caught up on your blessings so much that they can't recognize their own, and it turns them into a demon because they're so focused on the good that you have that they can't recognize the good that they have in their life. It makes them forget everything good that God has done for them. It cuts them off. They cut themselves off from God. They turn their backs on God. They turn their backs on God because they can't see for themselves the good that they desire. They can't see for themselves the good that they were put here to do because they're so focused on everybody else and what everybody else has going on. These are people who are busybodies. These are people who are nosy. These are people who are constantly gossiping. All right. All traits of the devil: gossiping, busybody, slandering. All right. These are people who talk about other people for the things that they do, for the person that they are. All right. Not like we all haven't done that, but most of us grow out of it because we see it as non-productive. We see it as unholy. We see it as evil. It doesn't feel right with our spirit because we have that empath spirit. All right. It doesn't feel right when you talk about other people behind their back. It's something that goes off in you that says, this is wrong. There's nothing that goes off in them that says, this is wrong. They actually like it. All the negative, evil things that they do, they actually like it. They thrive off of it. That's why they just say, oh, so and so's just being who they are. Oh, you can't accept me for who I am. I can't accept evil if that's who you are. I can't accept negativity if that's what you choose to do. All right. If you choose to be a negative, evil person, no, I cannot accept that. The God in me will not accept that because it's something about me that doesn't want that in my life. It's something about me that doesn't want to deal with that, and that's that good spirit that you have. That's that positive energy that you have. That's that God in you. All right, there's certain traits that people have. All right, you will know the devil according to his patterns. All right, when people gossip, when people slander, when people know better and don't choose to do better, and they constantly choose to stay a negative person, that's a sign that a person is aware of what they're doing and they're choosing to not change. All right. You can't make a narcissistic person change from being who they are. This person loves being the type of person that they are. They're addicted to it. They even get a rush from it, as we all know. It's called narcissistic supply. And that's what they thrive off of. And the thing is, it's evil because they don't care what they have to do to go about getting it. They'll hurt you, they'll belittle you, they'll make you question your reality, they'll make you hate yourself, they'll make you hate your life because it's a competition of who can have the better life. And the narcissistic person, all right, just like how narcissism was started, the person, his name was, the root word for narcissist comes from uh, a story that's based in ancient mythology where the person Narcissus, whatever his name was, Narcissus or something like that, he fell in love with himself because he would stare at his own image so much that he fell in love with himself and who he was. And that's where the term got coined from. All right, these narcissistic people are in love with themselves. Being in love with yourself is different than having self-love. Self-love is I can love myself and I can love other people. Being in love with yourself and the way a narcissistic person is I'm better than all y'all and y'all should bow down and worship me. All right. They see themselves as God. We see ourselves as having God in us, which allows us to be the best that we can be. So that way we could serve humanity and serve God the way that we're supposed to. From when you were a real small child, you knew that you were put here to do something for good. You knew you were put here to do something for God. All right. You showed these characteristics, you showed these traits, you displayed them to everybody that was around you. And even as a child, it caused people to lose control because your energy made them flip out, freak out, react to you in a negative way. And this is why people are always trying to get your reaction, because narcissistic people, they can hide how they feel real good. The one thing we can learn from narcissistic people is being able to keep how we feel away from other people, because they know that that's their only defense mechanism. If we're easily able to pick up on who they are and how they feel about us, we would know, and we wouldn't fall for their tricks. We wouldn't be as mad at the things that they do. We wouldn't be as bothered by the things that we do, because we would know that by default they're a weak shell of a person. All right, they'll try to convince you all the negative. They'll try to convince you into believing that you have everything that they have. All right, they'll try to convince you into thinking all the negative things about themselves are who you are. And that's where they use their manipulation and their manipulative tactics to make a person doubt themselves, and they actually project onto you and make you think that you're the one that's weak, you're the one that's insecure, you're the one who has the issues. And they put on this act, they show this grandiosity, and whenever somebody injures it or whenever somebody bruises their ego, that's when to them all hell breaks loose, and they have to try to belittle you and use you as a punching bag and make you hate yourself, make you hate your life, make you feel bad about the type of person you are. They'll call you sensitive. They'll say they'll gaslight you, tell you you didn't hear things right. All right, and when you heard it as clear as day. All right, they will try to make you think that what they did to treat you bad wasn't actually what they did, when you know that's what they did. And that's why you have to end up getting away from those types of people, because that's going to make you feel crazy. And when people stay around them long enough, when people make you feel crazy long enough, you can actually lose your mind. And this is how they destroy people. And because it's a competition, because they don't care about how they treat others, because they don't care about how you end up in life as a result of how they treated you, they will gaslight you, manipulate you, abuse you, all the way into submission, all the way into destroying you as a person, bringing you down to a lesser version of yourself, and just totally utterly destroying you, turning your brain to mush. And they see that as a victory, they see that as a win. They see they have to conquer people. All right, these people see that as conquering someone. They see you as their property, they see you like they own you. So because you caused them an injury, because you bruised their ego, they see there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. This is them making up for the pain and the insecurity and the self-hate that you bring up out of them. So since they feel that you're attacking them, they have to attack you, but they feel that they have to hit you with the ultimate attack. They have to hit you with a death blow and destroy you finally and completely. And this is why you'll feel like, yo, this person is trying to make me hate my life. This person is trying to make me hate myself. It's because it's true. All right. They will make you hate your life and everything good about being who you are. They want you to be ashamed about who you are. And they also, if you're around them long enough, they want to try to change you into them. They want to try to stop you from being who you are, because it's a competition. They don't want to see you have that awesome life. They don't want to see you change lives. They don't want to see you impact the world. They don't want to see you become who God put you here to be. If and it's the devil using them to control them. All right. The devil can't get to you himself, so he'll use the people around you, and he'll use the people closest to you. You can call people out on this all day long. You're going to be wasting your time. You're going to be wasting your breath. And you're going to end up being confused, because you're going to call people out on it. They're going to lie to you. They're going to tell you that they're not doing this. They're going to get other people to gaslight you as well and try to make you think that this isn't what's happening when it really is. All right. They don't like truth tellers. They don't like people who are honest, because they're liars and they're on the dark side. All right. They're not on the good side. So the fact that you want to make things better for people, the fact that you want to do the right thing, it makes them sick to their stomach. Just like their evil makes our stomach turn, our good makes them sick to their stomach as well. They can't stand your good. They can't stand to see somebody that actually is playing by the rules. It's like ill. You're actually playing by the rules, ill. You actually believe in God, ill. You're actually a real person, because most of them are fake. They're immature. All right. Somebody put it in the comments and said something about them being demonic toddlers or something like that. That's very close. That hits the nail on the head. All right. They don't take responsibility for their actions, but they're constantly trying to get other people to take responsibility for what they do and the type of person that they are. They're very backwards people, and they go right along with the way the world is, because the world is backwards. And they feel that your good should not exist. That's why they want to kill it, and that's why they want to destroy it. All right. So keep being the person that you are. If somebody is trying to make you hate yourself, or somebody's trying to make you hate your life, know that this person is abusive. Know that this person is not right. This person is corrupt, and you have to stay strong. All right. How you don't hate yourself is by loving yourself. By you might have to write things down. All right. It's always good to write things down when you're dealing with narcissistic people, because when you write things down, you don't have to second guess yourself. There's nothing to second guess. So keep a notebook handy and hide it from them so that they'll never find it. All right. Make sure that keep you stay low key, keep things to yourself. Don't let them see you do too much. Don't let them know too much. They will try to sabotage you. All right, these people are they use black magic. They cast spells. They use witchcraft. All right, they'll do things to try to make your life fall apart. They'll abuse you in a way to where things won't work out for you, and it will be because you have been around them for so long. So now that when you get around other people, you're damaged and you're hurt, and that damage and that hurt causes you to not be able to function properly. Not blaming other people, but you have to know these things, because that way you can fix these things, and that way you could fix your life. All right, if you're someone who has not been able to be a upstanding person of society or an upstanding citizen, and you know you can, and you've dealt with abusive people, you've dealt with narcissistic people, you've dealt with people who try to make you hate yourself, hate your life. You had thoughts of suicide, you felt like you weren't good enough. You had thoughts of dissociation. You didn't know who you were. You don't feel like yourself. All right, you'll be in your own body and not feel like you're there. All right, you won't feel like yourself. You'll feel like you're someone else. You won't feel comfortable being who you are. You'll feel like you're walking on eggshells. You won't be the kind of person that is confident. You won't have that confidence of a strong person, of somebody who can function properly. So if you felt like there's something wrong with you, or like something is missing, or how come everybody else can do this and I can't, or how come it seems like I'm the only one who has problems and everybody else seems normal, but you've had like narcissistic people in your life, or you've dealt with the things that I'm discussing in this video, that means that you have been brought to a place in your mind to where you're not your best self, and the way you're operating out in society is not beneficial to you, because you're not able to function in a proper productive way. All right, but you can function in a proper productive way. It's just going to take some time to fix these things. All right. Self-love is going to be something that you're definitely going to have to indulge in. You're going to have a right idea about yourself. You're going to have time away from these people. You're going to have to get away from these people, so that way you could rediscover who you are. That's going to be one of the most important things. You're going to have to do things you like. You're going to have to take time out to pray, to meditate, to get your mind right. All right. To realize that it wasn't you, it was them. All the things that they tried to tell you about yourself, all the things they tried to make you feel about yourself, the hurt, the pain, the self-hate, this is what they were dealing with as an empath. Just like when you could pick up on uh, uh, good vibes from people, when you see someone having a good time, and you see a family out there with their kids, they're enjoying themselves. Maybe they're at the movies, they're at the park, they're out to eat, and you're like, wow, look at that loving family. And you could put yourself in their shoes and be like, wow, that would feel great to have a loving family. That would feel great to be around some good, positive, loving energy, to where everybody treats everyone with respect, and nobody is playing with other people's mind. Nobody is clowning the person to belittle them. There's a difference between joking with people and ha ha he, but when the joke's always on you and it's not funny and you're not laughing, but everybody else is, that becomes detrimental to a person's upbringing. That makes a person not be confident. That makes a person question their reality. It makes you think there's something wrong with you. So when you get around other people, you're going to be self-conscious and you're not going to be confident. And other narcissistic people are going to be able to sniff that out and pick up on that, and you're going to be their prey to the predators. All right, predators are going to want to eat you up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you might even end up forming friendships with people like that. All right, you may end up even having friendships with abusive people because you didn't know any better, and that's all you know. All right, so you're going to have to dissociate from those people. You're going to have to stay away from those kinds of people. You're going to have to take time away to heal and to work on yourself, because you have to do that in order to get yourself back to where you're supposed to be. All right, so you're going to have to basically, you're going to have to deal with the person that you are, the person that you were, that person. You're still going to have some faculties of who you were. All right, you're totally not lost, but there is going to be a part of you that is gone. All right, that person that you're still going to have your innocence. You're still going to have your good side. You're still going to be a good person, but you will change. All right, there's going to be aspects of you that have changed. All right, you're going to be a lot less patient for people. You're going to be a lot less loving of people. You're going to be not that kind to people anymore, because those people have overstepped your boundaries and they've broken that person down. They didn't break you down, but it's certain things that you're going to, not that you're going to lose them necessarily, but you're going to keep them on guard. Touche. On guard. All right, you're going to be on guard with a lot of people. People are going to be like, yo, you're tense, or you're this. People may sense that about you, but that's okay. It's better to keep your guard up and slowly let people into your life because you're protecting yourself, than to just freely, like you were, be naive, let people walk all over you, treat you bad for being who you are, take advantage of you for who you are. And you already saw what that got you. All right, so who cares if you're not what people want you to be, because that's a people pleaser. You don't have to do that. You shouldn't do that. Only person you have to please is God, but you don't want to go out into the world being an a-hole because of the things that happen to you, because that would make you almost, if not as bad as the narcissist. Something happened to me, so I don't care about everybody else. This is how I'm coming. That's not good. That's toxic. We all go through that stage, but the thing is, you don't want to stay there. All right, you will go through a period like that, to where you do treat people crazy, to where you are coming off as rude and ignorant, but it's because of how you were treated. So it's not necessarily because you're a bad person. Don't be down on yourself because of it. Don't beat yourself up because of it. You will grow out of it. You will change, but you're going to go through a period to where you don't trust nobody. You're going to go through a period to where you may not be a polite person. You may not be a kind person. You may be that person in public to where people look at you like, oh, why does that person act like that? And that's why you have to not react. All right. These things cause you to react. All right. It's a form of PTSD. It's a form of um, trauma, because you've dealt with a lot of toxic, negative people in your past, to where now, when a normal person would be able to process things and regulate things normal, now you got a little edge to you. All right, people, those people may even gaslight you and say, you got an attitude, you got anger problems, you have an edge. It's because of them. So don't be hard on yourself. you're going to be okay. You're going to get through that, but you have to, like I said, you have to take time away from people, and you're going to have to work on yourself. You're going to have to become a better person, and it's going to take work. You're going to have to work on yourself, and you're going to have to when you take that time away from yourself, you're going to have to focus on the things that you like. You're going to have to focus on what you represent. You're going to have to really think about the type of person that you are, who you want to be out in the world. All right, that's going to be very important. You're going to have to focus on what you represent, what you stand for, your morals, your the things that you want, the type of person that you want to be, how you want to be treated, and how you want to treat people. That's going to be the main key on how you fix yourself and how you can defend yourself, because you're not going to want to stand for certain things, and you're not going to want to treat people in a bad way. All right, because that's obviously not going to work out well for you. You could lose jobs, you could lose friends, you could lose people who are coming into your life to help you. So you're going to have to basically just take some time out away from people, work on who you are, focus on what you represent, the type of person that you want to be, what you like to do, and why God put you here. And that's going to all bring you back to the person that you know you could be. And focusing on why God put you here, that's definitely going to be one of the things that helps you become a better person, because that's who you are supposed to be in the first place, and that's why they attacked you in the first place. All right, so I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. I'll see you all in the next video. This has been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.